Hey there! I'm here to talk about what I've made in 2021 for my Make 9. So if you're not familiar, the Make 9 is an Instagram-centered challenge where folks pick 9 patterns or 9 fabrics or a combination and kind of set some intentions for what they want to make throughout the year. So it's usually done like in January. Now there's a lot of folks that are like, hey, it's not for me. I don't want to plan out what I'm going to make. I change my mind. Or like, I get that it can feel really restrictive to some folks. I really like it because planning is my favorite part of sewing. I like the planning and I like the wearing much more than the actual sewing process. I love pairing patterns and fabrics and seeing what I wear, what really works in my wardrobe. So the Make 9 challenge is a really fun one for me, and I wanted to share what I've made. So I will start with what I am wearing. This is the Cashmerette Pembroke dress. This was my first make of the year and is still one of my favorite things that I've made this year. I wear it all the time. It is such a functional wardrobe piece with the like half sleeve and the midi length. I wear it through most of the seasons here in the Netherlands. Yeah, it's just, and I love the color. It's also a fabric that you've heard me go on about before. I have this fabric in a bunch of colors. It's the bamboo cotton jersey mix from Textile Stad, and it's just like, it's just so good. Like it's really like squishy and soft, but it's still like nice and light and has a lot of movement. So I really love this one. The only changes I made to the pattern were to take it in a bit in the hips. This is a size 16. Yeah, so like from the waist down, I just pinched out a little bit. So it's probably more like a 14, yeah, from here down. And I also swapped out the neck binding for a neckband. That's just, I find them a little bit easier to put in. I was concerned that this fabric would stretch out because it has in other projects. So the neckline sits a little higher, but I'm fine with that. And yeah, I love it and I wear it all the time. So it was a really good start to my Make 9. So when I look back at my Make 9, I think they're kind of boring in comparison to some people really like to set a challenge for themselves or make something really extravagant. But after 2020, I wanted something like, I still wanted to make plans and have things to look forward to making, but I also wanted them to be very realistic, very like everyday. So yeah, so this outfit is a t-shirt and some elastic waist pants, and I love it. So this is the Vera top from Forget Me Not Patterns. It is a free pattern and it is one of my favorites. I love that it's basically just a t-shirt. This is the, oh, I should say this is the scoop neck variation, which I think is like a $2 add-on, something like that. But yeah, it's just a scoop neck tee, and then it has this really nice like poof sleeve that makes it a little bit blousier. So I really love this color. This is again the same bamboo cotton jersey. Really love it. The only thing is for some reason, I sized up and I really didn't need to. So then I spent a lot of time trying to take it back in. So it's a little funny on the shoulders and it's definitely like too long through here. But I still wear it because this color is so pretty. I love this like seafoam green. Yeah, very cute. And then these, I probably shouldn't step back. I should just pop in a picture maybe. Yeah, these are the free range slacks in this really lush cotton linen. No, it's a linen cotton. I think it's 80% linen and 20% cotton. So it's a really nice weight. And I made these back in June and they have held up really well. I occasionally need to take a little like pill eater to the crotch area because my thighs do touch when I walk. So I give that area like a little touch up. But other than that, they have held up so well. I wear them all the time. I even wore them like through November. Now it's a bit too cold, but like I know they're probably the first thing I'll reach for at like those beginnings of spring, like late February, early March. Yeah, I really like them. These are the wide leg version of the Soho 7 free range slacks. I don't remember if I said that or not. I think I didn't, but yeah, these are my third pair, I think. And yeah, I have 5 now. I love them so much. It's such a great pattern. Yeah. So these are numbers 2 and 3 from my Make 9. And moving on to the next one. So my next one is another favorite. This is the Tamzin dress from By Hand London. I saw this fabric, yeah, around this time last year. So like November-ish, on the Minerva website. And like I instantly knew that I wanted it to be a Tamzin dress, and I ordered it right away. It just, I love this print so much. It has such pretty colors in it. It feels very like cottagecore. Like I really want to be like wafting in a field somewhere or something. Yeah, I really, really loved it. I also made this one in June and did not get to wear it very much because this Viscose Twill is actually a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be, and it was very warm, which is perfect for this time of year. Again, like tights, boots. It makes a really, really nice fall dress. Yeah, this one, the only thing I'm kind of bummed about is that it is too big. I made a 12 version in a size smaller, and it was like way too small. I couldn't move my arms. But what I think so for this one I sized up entirely, and I think what I really needed was just like a broad back adjustment in the other one. Because in this one you see like there's a lot of excess across the front. I took the shoulders in already, but it's still like a bit too wide and they want to fall off here. So that's kind of a bummer. Maybe someday I will take it apart and like trim those areas and put it back together. But for now, I like to, let's see if I can. I tie it first at the front here this way to kind of bring this in and then send it around back. I feel like that ties it in a little bit nicer. Otherwise I get kind of like this weird bluesiness like right here. Which I do not love. So this has been my solution for now, but yeah, maybe someday I will have the energy and motivation to unpick all of this lovely top stitching that I did on the facing. Because that would all have to be undone. And it's a gather skirt, so it seems like a lot of faff. So we'll see. But I do still really like wearing it this way. And it is super breezy and floaty. So yeah, still love this one. So this is where I deviated a little bit from my plans. This fabric I had paired initially with the Cashmerette Concord tee. But in January, Helen's Closet came out with the Jackson tee. And my whole plan for my Make 9 was to really use patterns and fabric from my stash at the time that I planned everything. But when the Jackson came out, I was like, I have to have that pattern. And I really thought that this fabric would work really nicely with it. And I think it does. I really like it. I think the drapiness of the bamboo cotton mix like works really nice for that drop shoulder. It's not too bulky, which I find with drop shoulders sometimes. So I really like how it turned out. I wear this tee once a week probably. I have 2 others. I really, really love this pattern. Oh, and I've also like made pajamas, like pajama tops out of the Jackson tee too. It's just a really great, really quick and easy pattern. I love that. So this is a Jackson tee. I did end up making a Concord tee in October actually, from this exact same fabric, same color. It's quite nice, but I think I prefer the Jackson. So that's that. And like I said, I really wanted my Make 9 for 2021 to be like really easy. So it was mostly patterns that I've made before. Like these are, again, the free range slacks from Sew House 7. These are in I think it's half cotton and then like 24% viscose, 24% linen, and then the rest is elastic. So it is like, it has some stretch to it. So these are a really cute pair of trousers. These are the tapered version. I made them just like regular full length, but I do prefer wearing them rolled up, which is not ideal for December, but you know, I'll still wear them. They're great for working from home, from just being around the house. So I really love how these turned out. They're super comfy. So I've got one more to show you that I've made up, and then I'll show you the fabrics and the patterns for what I didn't get to this year. So the last thing that I made was this Sheridan sweater by June Handmade. It's not the fabric that I had picked out initially back in January, but in October I found this really, really nice French terry from NN Stoffen, and I really, really loved the color when I bought it. Now the Sheridan has this really like high neck, and now I'm kind of not so sure that it's a great color for me, but I made it and I like it. I will wear it. This French terry is really thin, so it's almost more like a t-shirt, which is not really what I was expecting. I was really wanting and honestly really needing sweaters in my wardrobe. And this one is definitely really light, which is great for like transitional seasons. I'll definitely wear this a lot in the spring probably. And again, like next fall. But for now I really have to layer it up because I am cold. But yeah, it was quite a process sewing. If you watched my November makes, you will have heard all about it. I made lots of little changes. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So those are the things that I actually got around to making, and I'll go ahead and show you the fabrics and patterns for what I didn't get to. So this is the fabric that I initially had set out to make the Sheridan sweater in. This is a like kind of oatmeal-y color French terry from Drisa Stoffen, and it's just more of like a sweatshirt type French terry. It's really squishy, really stretchy. When my overlocker is fixed, this is probably going to be one of the first projects I make, because I've wanted it for a really long time. I just like haven't gotten around to it for silly reasons. So yeah, I'm very excited to have a nice like funnel neck sweater made out of this really pretty oatmeal French terry. So this is the next one. This is the same fabric as these pants. It's also like exactly the color that I'm wearing. You can tell that I know what I like as far as colors go. This year has been a lot of green and a lot of purple. But my plan was to make a like faux suit out of the free range slacks, and then this was going to be the Helen's Closet Pona jacket. And while I love the idea of them together, I kind of figured out that I don't love drop shoulders in woven fabrics, particularly ones with a lot of body like this linen. So I'm kind of on the lookout for other jacket patterns, because I do really want to make that suit happen. Or like, maybe it's not a suit, but like cord set of the pants and the jacket. Next year, I think this would be such a great jacket for spring, like spring, summer. So I want something that is like on the shoulder, but I'm also kind of nervous about all the adjustments I'll need to make to get that to sit really nice. Because again, I have like a narrow shoulder, a broad back, and like a shallow, hollow chest. Yeah, so I'm a little intimidated. I do have the Audrey pattern from Seamwork for like a jean jacket type. And then there's another like open jacket pattern that I'm interested in trying. So we'll see. We'll see about this. But it's probably going to go on my list for 2022. Because yeah, my dream of the purple linen suit still alive. So the last fabric is this really gorgeous wool. It's like it has a twill weave and it's a wool blend. I'm not sure. I think it was a dead stock, so I don't know the like actual fiber combination, but it's super, super soft. It's definitely like a wool that I would not mind having next to my skin. Yeah, it's super soft. It's really nice. And I was gonna make a Pona jacket out of this, but again, realized that like, that really might not be the thing for me. So I bought the Seamwork Baz, which is a really like similar feel. Has like that big facing and kind of a shawl type collar, big patch pockets and a belt. But the shoulder like sits, yeah, regular, I guess. It's not a drop shoulder. So I want to try that. And because that one is a bit like looser, it is still kind of like oversized, but it will like sit actually on the shoulder. I think I'm going to like that silhouette a lot more. So I really want it to be like one of my first projects moving into the new year, because this is like would be such a pretty coat and it's winter and I want to wear it right now. But yeah, so I really love that one. I didn't get to it this year, but it's definitely going on my plans for next year. So that was my makes for 2021 for my Make 9 challenge. I'll be back soon sharing my 2022 goals. So thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye.